Hello, and welcome to today's video. So I want to ask a question in this video. Would you accept the mark of the beast? First, what am I even talking about, this mark of the beast? In Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 through 18, the Bible tells us, and he, that is the Antichrist, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or 666. So the mark of the beast is something that the Antichrist during the tribulation is going to require for everybody to receive. You won't be able to buy anything, you won't be able to sell anything, you won't be able to have a job, you won't be able to do anything. You will be a non-person in this tribulation world if you refuse the mark of the beast. And we're told later in Revelation, for those who refuse the mark of the beast, they will be martyred, they will be killed. So myself and other YouTube creators like me that talk about that there is a coming rapture, we are often accused of being escapist or believing that we're somehow insulated from the trials and tribulations of life. That is not what I and many others like me believe. We will always have problems as long as the Lord tarries and we are left here on this earth. But the mark of the beast has not come yet, because the Antichrist must first be revealed, and you must know that the Antichrist is requiring this mark. But we got a test of this a couple years ago. You know, the people who criticize me and others like me, I wonder how many of them a couple years ago, when they were told they had to have a certain thing to travel, to hold a job, to keep their job, how many of those people got that thing? Not that that thing was the mark of the beast. It was not the mark of the beast. If you received that thing, you have not received the mark of the beast. But it showed us this world system has plans to put things in place that will require you to do something to be able to exist in this society. I can tell you, and for those who would say, oh, you're somehow a weaker Christian, you're going to be sorely disappointed when the rapture doesn't happen. You're going to be one of the first to fall for Antichrist's deception. I will tell you this. I did not get that thing. Was I scared to make that decision not to get that thing? Yes, there was fear on my part to not get that thing. It could have cost me my job. It could have cost me other things. But I did not do that thing. And for those who didn't get that thing and think you're something special because you didn't get that thing, did you not get that thing because of the person in power telling you to get that thing? I can tell you, for myself, me and my wife had a conversation before the thing ever became available, and when there was another person in charge, that I'm not going to get that thing. I don't trust that thing because I don't think that the time necessary to make that thing safe was sufficient. So I never got that thing. So for those of you who didn't receive that thing, if the previous leader had been the one to require that thing, would you have willfully received that thing? A lot of people didn't receive that thing based on who was telling them to take that thing. So For those of you who think, oh, I'm so strong and spiritual, I would never receive the mark of the beast. How many of you, when it meant that you might lose your job, you might not be able to do certain things, took a thing so that you could do those things? So for those of you who think that people like me are escapists and we're thinking we're not going to suffer any tribulation until the Lord raptures us, you sorely misunderstand and underestimate the faith of people like me. So I know this was a short video, not a ton of scripture here, but I think it's something important. And this is why, if you've noticed on my channel, I'm doing a YouTube short series on Proverbs. Why am I doing a series on Proverbs? Because I believe the day and time we live in, we need God's wisdom more than ever before. So I'm just going through the Proverbs one at a time, putting it in a YouTube Shorts format so that, if you're a believer or even if you're an unbeliever, that you can have wisdom to recognize the things that are going on in this world. And hopefully it will help you when you're faced with a decision. So if the Lord tarries and we're here another month, 2 months, whatever the case may be, when you have to make these very important decisions, you'll be prepared to make those decisions. And for those who may be left behind and watching videos like this, after the rapture, that Proverbs series is on there because, one, it's probably less likely to get taken down, and it will give wisdom to anybody willing to listen to wisdom. So if you like this channel and you like my content, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Feel free to share my content with anybody. And until next time, have a great day.